The F word. I want to tackle it straight away because I actually just had my third session with my case study couple, and the word has come up quite a lot when we were doing an exercise about just talking and listing all of their fears. In the background, there's my baby crying, so don't be alarmed. He's just playing. So fear, either we can be in its grip or we can find ways to deal with it and eradicate it. Fear comes from conditioning of our mind. During the years, we've been associating certain ideas with some emotions. In the case of birth, we've been associating the concept of giving birth with the emotions of being fearful, of birth being dangerous, with being scared. So the way to deal with it, I gave them this example. You are now learning about birth. So take a fresh approach. The example is learning to drive. When you go to a driving school and you decide you want to get prepared to pass your driving test, what is the attitude that a student has? They want to learn all about the rules, so obviously the highway code. They want to learn how to practically get in the car, start the engine, mirroring, signal, indicating, get in the road and drive safely. So that's what you do. You attend classes and the outcome is you learn to drive, and then you will practice and you will feel very confident at some stage. And one day you just forget you have to learn how to drive. You will just drive as if you've always been able to drive. So with birth, what you have to think about, do you go and approach your course with that fresh attitude? I'm just learning about birth without any preconditioning, without any prejudgment, without any recommendations that your friend gave you, any voices in your mind. So approach it in a fresh way. When you start a driving school course, does the instructor as a first lesson, they talk about accidents? Obviously, there's a lot of accidents on the road, and at some point, they are going to talk to you about being safe and being responsible in order to minimize and avoid these accidents. But you do not focus on your entire course and on your entire learning experience on accidents and what could happen should anything go wrong. So the focus is on you actually learning to drive. Take this approach and put it into learning about birth and labouring. Why do you want to focus on what could go wrong? Of course things can go wrong, but focusing on what could go wrong will not teach you about labour and birth. It's special circumstances and you should be informed of them and you should know. So you should ask questions to the appropriate medical providers. But why do you need to go and just focus on the negative? Simple as that. So today I just want to leave you with that little piece of information, with that little example. Approach any antenatal class, not just the hypnobirthing class, with a fresh mind. You just want to learn about labour and birth. You are going to reserve a chapter to special circumstances. You are going to get informed. But do not take accidents as your main focus. That's it. That is my little piece of advice today in how to conquer fear. I am actually glad that my couple has been receptive to that concept, and they're literally like, actually that makes a lot of sense. So it's obviously early days. There's a lot of learning and continuous work that they're going to have to do, but just focus on normality. Just focus on what you think your labour is going to be. Sometimes our thoughts are very powerful, and especially in the case of birth, imagine the best outcome for yourself and your baby. Sometimes where thoughts go, the body will follow. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you find it useful, comment, like, share, and if you've got any further questions, then don't be afraid to send me a little note and I'll be my best to answer it. Thank you. Bye.